Good morning. Good morning.
We're so excited to be talking to you again. Season 2 of Raising Kanan premiered yesterday. You're playing Detective Howard. Your character survived an assassination attempt. Anything you can tell us about the arc of your character's storyline?
Yeah, assassination attempt.
Right? Tried to assassinate me. That's Wu-Tang.
Yeah, that was cold-blooded. But we're going to unpack all of that. Here's a man who is, pun intended, he's possessed by power and the ability to have control. And at the end of season 1, that was sort of ripped away from him in many different ways. He had health afflictions. Obviously, he got shot. And so in season 2, he's trying to bounce back from all of that and get back to who he was, try to regain that power. He's been faced with mortality now. And so the question is, will he be changed? Will he be better, or will he possibly be worse? And I think audiences are going to have fun watching that unfold for Detective Howard.
You look like you slimmed down a little bit this season. Did you do that on purpose because he was sick?
Things were happening so fast because we filmed the second season. We were like in the pandemic still. Mm-hmm. So everything was a little, in terms of like the technical part of filming, everything was just a little weird. And so for me, I just kind of, dietary reasons and stuff like that. But I thought him having a more gaunt, if you will, look would play into the fact that, because you remember, besides getting shot, he was diagnosed with what they thought was going to be like a terminal cancer thing. Mm-hmm. So I just definitely wanted to reflect that in his movements and the way his face looks, the way his body looks. And now in season 2, we bounce back from that.
Omar, you've had an illustrious career, and one of my favorite movies you did was Higher Learning, when you played Malik Williams. One of the great mysteries in me watching movies was you appearing in Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood as Malik again. How did y'all collaborate on that, and how did y'all even get permission to do that?
Well, the Wayans family, Marlon Wayans, that's my brother. We grew up together. So, I've known him and his family since I was 12 years old. Him and Sean, they were writing their first film, and so we would be at the crib every day. Before I moved to L.A., I would visit them and stuff like that. And they were just writing the script. It's like, it'd be funny if we ended it like this. And I'm like, all right, let's go. Those are my brothers. So, because it's a parody film, so you can parody anything. It's not like it's illegal. It was a funny moment for the culture, so I'm glad to have been a part of that too with my brothers.
The last time we talked to you, Omar Epps, you were just releasing The Devil You Know. I ran to the theaters to see that movie in person, and I absolutely loved it. The ending was so shocking. I literally gasped out loud in the movie theater. What did you feel about that work and how it was received?
Oh, my goodness. I loved it. I've been involved with that project for 8 years, and to finally have seen it, still going through the process and it come to fruition, and then, sit in the back of theaters with audiences, because that's one of those films that it's like call and response. People can't not say something when stuff is happening, and we just wanted to throw the right twists and turns in the right places. I'm very proud of that film. It's been received very well. I mean, people can still see it now. It's on Amazon. There's so much content out there that it's just hard for people to find everything.
Speaking of streaming services, I caught Jamie Foxx's new thing on Netflix, Day Shift. It's about a vampire hunter. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't. See, I didn't even know that was out there. But Jamie's brilliant.
He really is.
Jamie's brilliant. I would love to work with Jamie one day.
It seems as though there's a lot of films with black stars, executive directors, dramas or love stories, maybe comedies, but we don't get a chance to have some of these fantastical storylines. Jamie Foxx is a vampire hunter in Los Angeles. Maybe this is just the way that I'm thinking. Are there less opportunities for different types of films in Hollywood for black creatives?
I would say yes, in a traditional sense, because they try to box us in, right? They, quote unquote, they think they know what people want to see, and not just people, but black people in particular. And where we are now for this younger generation is a very exciting place, because you can't box us into that space anymore. Obviously, each community or ethnicity has their tribe, so to say, but really the younger tribes that are coming up are fusion tribes. Asian kids is listening to hip hop. There's black kids is skateboarding. And this is all normal now. I think as we move forward, those boxes will be broken open, because it has to ultimately, entertainment is a reflection of what the world actually looks like and what people actually go through in different capacities. yeah, there's no reason one day there couldn't be a show as big as The Walking Dead with all black cast. Because one day we're going to get past even saying black or white or Asian or whatever. Mm-hmm. We're going to get out of those labels, and it just is what it is. They're just characters. They're these personalities, and that's the challenge of telling stories is being in how, you know, we know we have to play within the square of the sandbox, but we still have to push the barriers because that's how art progresses.
Still waiting on that sequel to The Wood to see Big Mike get his revenge on Stacy. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. The Wood is great, man. They're actually doing a reboot of it, but it's going to be a TV show. So I think they're working on that now.
In the meantime, y'all check out the hit series PowerBook 3, Raising Kanan with Omar Epps. It's on Stars. Make sure you check it out. Thank you so much, Omar, for checking in on the Morning Grind with Shay and Shine. We appreciate your time.
No doubt. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all as well.